Yo, what is good, guys? My name is Mike, and today I got you guys a team deathmatch gameplay on the map Lockdown using the PP90M1 with the suppressor and the extended mags. This is someone that I was spectating because I was in theater mode and I joined the match late, and I was trying to go for a Moab this gameplay, yes, on a regular team deathmatch gameplay, and I was like two away from a freaking Moab. I think this is not my first ever flawless gameplay. I'm getting it mixed up with another gameplay that I got on Fallen, which I went flawless and I was one away from the Moab on that gameplay. But this one, I think I was about 2 or 3 kills away from the Moab, and I was really mad because I was still on my kill streak, and what happened is that the game ended, and I got really mad but happy at the same time because I could use this as a gameplay. And what I'm going to be talking about today in this commentary is my first ever time going to the emergency room. And some people are going to be like right now, oh, well, the first time you ever went to the emergency room was when you were born. No, what I'm going to be talking about actually of the topic is my first ever time of me going to the emergency room. Actually, the emergency room going there is for me and not for anyone else. I mean, before this happened, I went to the emergency room with my brother because he broke his wrist. And what actually inspired me to do this commentary is Lonely Mailbox's video. He said on his worst injuries, and I was thinking about it. I was like, man, should I talk about my first time ever going to the emergency room? Because there were also some funny parts in that story. And let's just go on with the story because I don't want to waste your time of watching this commentary. But oh, triple kill, triple kill, triple kill, triple kill. Someone called the Guinness World Record book. But I was watching White Boy 7 Street's live stream, and I saw him get that 34-second Moab. I'll put a annotation on the screen and link it in the description to that live stream, because you know how after a live stream ends, I don't know, like it's uploaded to the channel or something like that. But to start this off is, this actually happened a few months ago. I'd have to say between October and December. I don't really remember, but I know that I was 14 at that time, and I'm still 14 now. But to start this off is that it was between October and December, and what happened is that I woke up at 4 in the morning, and when it was during a school day, I had this excruciating pain. I was just like, man, it was between my stomach and my groin. Groin. But it hurt so bad, and I was just like, man, this hurts so bad. So I started walking around my house. I started walking around my room, my kitchen. Yeah, chicken. I was about to say chicken for kitchen. I started walking around my kitchen, and I've been walking around for 10 minutes, and it hasn't healed. And I was just like, and I got really scared. So I went to my mom, and my mom was like, okay, lay on the bed, let me, push it on where it hurts to see if it hurts or whatever. And she started pushing on where it hurts. Like, what would happen is that it would go from the stomach to the groin slowly, and then it will jump right back to the stomach and then go through that process again. And my mom, when she asked me, oh, does it hurt? And I'm just like, yeah, it hurts a lot, when you push on it. She got really scared and thought that I had appendicitis, and so she was like, we're gonna go to the emergency room. And I'm like, what? And I started freaking out because I've never been to the hospital or the emergency room for me. The only time that something serious happened to me was when I had to put a cast on my leg, but it was like one of those days where I don't know, like it wasn't really that serious, and I wasn't like, oh my god, I need to go to the emergency room right now. But so she took me to the children's hospital that is right near our house or whatever, like 5 miles away. And we waited at the emergency room, and I had my flippy floppies on. I had my gym shorts, a black t-shirt, and my Adidas flippy floppies. And we went there. They put me on the bed and everything. And this is where the bad part happens. All right, so the doctor comes in. He's like, oh, what's happened to him, whatever. Oh, I think he has appendicitis. Can you please check on him and all that stuff? So they give me this medicine, the liquid medicine, because I'm not really that good at taking pills, because I don't know why. I just don't like taking pills, and I can't swallow them for some reason. But anyway, and the doctor that I had was a guy. So, and this might be a 2-for-1 video because this is going to be a very long story maybe. But what actually happened is that the guy doctor was like, okay, well, Mom, I'm going to need you outside because I'm going to have to check something on him. And I'm like, what are you checking? And he's like, I'm going to have to check your balls. And I'm like, what? And it was a guy doctor. It was a guy doctor that had to check my balls. And so he was like, okay, just drop your pants. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to check them. And I'm like, okay. So like I dropped my pants, right? And he looked at him, looked through my junk, and he was just like, okay, you're fine, let me go take you to the x-ray room. So they took me to the x-ray room. They took x-rays of me to see if I had appendicitis or whatever. And like 20 minutes later, the doctor came in and was like, "Oh, really? We went through the x-rays to see if he had appendicitis, and if he's gonna have appendicitis, we're gonna take him into surgery, maybe this afternoon." And I'm like, what? And I started freaking out, right? And this was actually where the good news comes in. He says, well, to start this off right now, the good news is that he does not have appendicitis. He's not going to go through any surgery. He's going to be out in maybe like 20 minutes, be discharged from the hospital. And I'm just like, yes, and no school for me, because my school starts at 9:30 and I was leaving at 7, and my mom like doesn't want to waste time on me getting ready and all that stuff. And what actually happened is that he was like, okay, now I looked through the x-rays, and to give you the diagnosis right now on what happened, why he had this excruciating pain. And he asked me, do I fart or take a shit a lot? And I'm like, oh, well, here now and then. And he's like, okay, well, I looked at your x-rays, and actually my diagnosis right now is that you have major constipation. And I'm like, oh my God, this is really, really embarrassing. And so I got discharged from the hospital, and we were heading home, and my mom, this is what happens. This is where the bad part comes in. My mom's like, you know what? I'm almost late for work. I'm really mad because I came here for nothing, basically, to get a diagnosis that you're constipated. You know what? You're going to go to school today. And I'm like, what? And I was just like, you've got to be kidding me, because I went to the hospital. I go to the x-ray room. The freaking guy doctor checked my balls, and I had major constipation, and right now I have to go to school. Really? And I got home, I got dressed, I went to school. Everyone was like, oh my God, you're at the hospital, because they saw the hospital band on me. But that's it, what I gotta say for my first ever time at the ER. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate a like and a favorite. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. That was a really big fail. Also, shout out to my man Papa Blue for making the thumbnail on this video. So my name is Mike. I will see you guys later. Bye.